That's supposed to be a jingle, but for some reason, I have broken the switch, which is fine. But you've joined me at now what's going to be the best part of the show, I think. Where am I? Matt, we've not done much with you. So really in the last sort of hour or so. We got your phone number, and if you have just joined us, thank you for joining us. We've done a few little bits. I've gone out of the studio and we've drunk amaretto and done some silly stuff. But this is for you. What's important for this is I'm not going to hypnotise you. I'm definitely not going to hypnotise you. We're just going to have a bit of a chat. But neither of you have ever been hypnotised before, have you? No. Which is good. Because that's not what we're going to be doing. I want to demonstrate how easy it is for someone to hack into your head, whether it's planting the jack of clubs in there or whether it's anything sort of more substantial. Matt, can you do me a favour? I want you to put your arm out in front of you.
Yep.
The other arm. And put it out nice and flat and clench your fist as tight as you possibly can and tell me when you've done that.
Okay.
Clench it. Really, really clench it. Perfect. I want you to imagine that running down that arm is maybe a steel bar or something, something that makes it solidify up. And you're going to realise that no matter how hard you try, you can't bend that arm. Really try for me. Tell me what that feels like.
It like it's locked.
Are you really trying to bend your arm?
Yeah.
I can see his arm straining. He's definitely trying.
Yeah.
Matt, what's your name? Tell me your full name.
Matthew Harcourt.
If I take a deep breath in for me and relax your arm, and I want you to put your other hand up in front of your face, and your fingers will start to move closer and closer together. Now, I said this to you before about when you sort of wake up in the morning, you've had a dream, and it's when you first wake up, and you know the dream vividly, but the more you try and say it, the more it sort of escapes you. It's almost like you've walked into a room, and you've kind of forgotten what you went in there for. It's right on the tip of your tongue. I want you to imagine for me, Matt, that you've gone into a room, and you've just forgotten what it is you went in there for. And as your sort of fingers come together, I want you to try and say your name. And you're going to realise that as you've gone into that room, it's your name that you've forgotten. What's your name? Do you remember your surname?
Yeah.
What's your surname?
Harcourt.
Harcourt. What's your first name? Do you have any idea? Really try. What does that feel like? You don't know?
No.
So do you remember when you were at school and you used to sit next to people? What was the person you sat next to in one of your classes? Name one of your school friends.
Andrew.
And what's the other people in this studio's name?
Mr. Trickster Magician.
Mr. Trickster Magician. And the other person?
Kaylee.
Yep.
Kaylee's fine. But what's your name? Do you have any idea? Really try. The more you try and really try and get that word out. It might feel weird to you. Does it feel weird?
Yeah.
But the more you try and get that word out, the harder it's going to be. Really, really try. We're getting nothing.
Like I want to, but...
What's your surname?
Harcourt.
And your first name is? Just take a deep breath in. Spread your hands, put your hands back on your lap, and your name is?
Matthew.
There we go. Let's try one more thing. Because you're not hypnotised now, are you? We're just talking